Homelessness isn't just a big city problem anymore. These days, it could happen to anyone.
So there's a plethora of causes of homelessness. It's not just one, and I think that there is that perception of, well, if you just kind of worked harder, you wouldn't have that problem, and that's not the reality in a climate where we have such high unemployment and that people are trying to work and there aren't jobs, and even if they are working, it's not usually enough to pay the rent. So it's really a shift, I think.
The year before this was hectic. I was all over the place, staying with my mom, my friends. I was working 2 jobs, 7 days a week, 4 to 12, 4 a.m. to 12, one job, and then 4 to midnight at the other job. So I think it was hectic.
Every family needs a home, but not every family has one. At East Metro Women's Council, we're working to change that.
It's not just an apartment, it's like a community. We live here like a community. It's more of a home.
And they come here to find a place to get themselves back on their feet again. So lots of times they come with nothing. And for me that was, you know it intellectually, but when you see it, it's very different. To have somebody come and to have one of the advocates come to me and say, they don't have a jacket, they don't have a hat, they don't have anything to sleep on. Do we have a blanket we can give them? So it's a place where they can feel safe.
It's a blessing that now I got a place on my own like I can call home. And the programs here take you a very long way, and the people and the staff are wonderful. I believe if they see you helping yourself, they'll help you more.
We know that it takes more than just a roof over your head. That's why we combine safe, stable housing with proven programs to help families build new skills and reach their goals.
I remember the first time when I came, when I was given the list, I was like, wow, I would love to know all these things. I would love to attend all these classes.
They have people who help them do interviews and resumes and budgeting and parenting classes and lots of good opportunities to help them build the skills that they couldn't or didn't get along the way to help them succeed.
It's the confidence, the way they uplift you, and it makes me want to do more.
They're given lots of opportunities, they're encouraged, they're mentored. The positive feedback they get makes them, they need a victory, and they're getting a victory. And that's the important piece.
At the heart of our programs is dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT.
It is a clinical treatment modality that helps clients manage their emotions.
Just being able to share and be open about some stuff and being able to give some of the other girls feedback on situations that you may have went through, or just maybe a different perspective on advice or opinions or something.
It relieves a lot of stress. You talk about what's on your chest, you let it off, you feel good about what's going on, and it keeps me going.
We get to provide them with something that's going to give them a forever lasting change in their life, because it's about looking at themselves, not about other people, not about the situations, but how they're going to interact and be in relationship to whatever comes their way.
For more than 20 years, East Metro Women's Council has worked to help families and end homelessness. And we've received a lot of help along the way.
She's been coloring. Look.
I come here from work when I do childcare, and I am exhausted because I've been working all day and I just sit at a desk, but it is a long day. And so when I come here, I'm kind of like, oh, just give me the strength. Just give me the strength. And when I get into that room with those kids, it's all over. I'm having such a great time, and those kids give me so much energy that when I leave here, I have to unwind so I can go to bed. So I love it. I get a lot from serving at anywhere, but I get a lot from serving. It's more what you receive than what you're able to give.
If you haven't taken our Home at Last tour, please come and get to know us better.
I would encourage everyone to take that tour. If you haven't been through on the tour, please sign up, because it's a wonderful eye-opener to see all the many facets of the programs that go on over there and how they interconnect, and to see the apartments and to see what goes on, meet some of the residents. It's just, it's a key piece, and I'm so glad that you do that program.
East Metro Women's Council, please help us end homelessness for children and their families.
It's kind of like we live in a community that we are all one. It's kind of like it's a community for us.
They work very hard with limited staff and limited money, and they get a lot of real positive outcome.
And everything throughout this program is so positive. And I'm getting sensitive right now, I'm sorry. Because I feel like I'm blessed, which I am blessed. And I came far, and they helped me go even farther.
I mean, that's the goal, is that they move out of here and find themselves on their feet.
Yeah, being homeless brought me here. And when I leave, I won't be homeless anymore. So